put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, oh, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
I'll start off.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Looking really good. Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an underpass score.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
We're roughing.
That's really not what they were looking for.
And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
I'm gonna run with the 3-wood. Let's see if I can't get this thing to roll.
Going with a 3-wood here.
Take a jump.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. They're nicely holed. Yes! And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And here we are with their fourth. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Setting up in some very deep rough.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This is a par.
Wow.
Currently 1 under for the round. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
What a roll. Have yourself a roll. Thank
Outstanding
you.
shot.
Go.
High quality.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And a chance to move into a tie for second here. That's frustrating. Just 3 feet to the cup. And well hold. Let's move on. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
This one needs to kick left. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Nope.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Getting ready to play their third. 2 strokes off the lead. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
An opportunity to make their par.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Yeah, we'll take that. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Go roll. Oh. Damn. Bye-bye.
This would be a great up and down.
Let's see.
Very crafty, that shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
This putt for par here. And down she goes. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. It's at the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
That's just inside the range. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's keep it that way, though.
And back to the course with the live action. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for a par here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Oh, good look at a birdie here.
Looking better.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie. And that'll promote a good move up the standings.
Well, should not have watched that.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is
But it's all
downhill.
good.
Can't be too bold.
Yeah.
It's on a great line. Okay, steady now. A spot in the all-important top 5 coming up if you can hold this. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
But nice. Good carry. No.
Well, Luke, you're right.
JC.
He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Yeah, whatever. Way too much sauce. Stay. Oh my god.
A couple under at this stage. Currently
Damn.
tied for 4th place. Ooh, that almost went down.
Too much.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Nice little par putt here. It's looking solid.
For the par.
Not what I wanted there.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Birdie for the last hole.
And this from the greenside rough. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's take a look at the current standings. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Sitting at 2 under par. Currently tied 3rd, just a couple out of top spot. Just hoping for an outcome now. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Duff that
He's 2
one.
shots back.
I said, what?
$16 feet to the hole.
Holy shit. What a green.
Surely it's going to.
And this putt coming up for his par.
Certainly tough.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. He currently shares 4th position. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough.
We're just out here playing like real life.
Sitting at 2 under, tied for 4th.
This is not good. Yikes. Oh,
Going with the
I fucked
9-iron,
that
I
up
think.
too. This is it. Not my hole.
That's it. It's okay. And taking
I'm
aim
gonna
from
hit
around
this.
100 yards here. Just 2 shots behind. Just needs this one to kick right.
Just kicking left. So
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
large bogey putt.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, really had that shot dialed in. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Double bogey. Mother.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
Be even after this. Dude.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot.
Way
The
too much
difficulty
draw.
gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little
Make it
peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the
thank God.
Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Going with the 3-iron.
Wow, did this come out
Let's
beautifully?
go. Let's go.
Well played, mate. Trying to get to 1 under
Yes.
here with this putt.
Fucking needed that.
Like the look of this one. Just didn't drop. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Oh, what a stroke. Oh, wonderful effort.
Barely
Confirms
made
the
that
par. And
Sweaty.
now over to Tony Finau.
Yeah, he needs
Ain't
to
worry
press
about
on
Tony.
that gas pedal. He's
Okay.
2 strokes back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. The
Let's get a
14th, Rich, I know
bird
it's
here.
dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
You don't have the same win, buddy.
Opting for the 6-iron. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Oh, just missed. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin.
No way.
If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Okay, time to return to the action.
Why'd that say 5 under?
Getting ready to play their third.
Because he's not 5 under.
How close was that to going down? Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Love watching this player around the greens.
It's a big great par putt if he can make this.
Ooh.
And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
Absolutely. In the bunker off the tee, getting that one, that is a Brucey bonus.
Needs this one to kick right.
Missed my spot. Shit, what's that
That's a
fairway?
great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
I want to see what Tony
Let's
got
catch
going
up with the current proceedings.
on. That boy, but man,
All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
I like the look of this. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. 1 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Not bad. And here we are with the third shot.
New Callaway 3-wood from the season pass. It do be hidden. Shit.
This putt for a spot in the top 5.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And
Put some
step
respect on
aside,
my
gents.
name.
This man's
You
marching into the
understand me? Y'all
top
forget
5.
my name, put some respect on it.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Bite. Ah.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt awaits.
Maybe from your angle.
And with that, this round comes to a close.
Spotty pars. But, hey, in there. Yeah. Let's go.
And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for 5th. Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.